this week, the Fiends watched
American Horror Story, 1984.
I got a gig as a counselor at a summer camp. They're opening up a couple of hours from here. You guys should all come.
Desperate for some estrogen in this crew.
Sounds fun, but...
My cousin told me that the dude they're looking for slashed her throat.
Jesus, can we shut up for a second? The cops are gonna find him, right?
It's gonna be a non-stop party, okay?
Look out!
You say you found him in the middle of the road?
Not exactly.
He was by the side of the road.
Why don't we give our nurse some space? Come on, I'll show you all around camp.
And this is Chef Birdie, a Camp Redwood veteran.
Nothing but good memories about this place. That's awful.
What in the name of God is going on?
One of the patients broke out.
Who?
Mr. Jingles.
What happened to Mr. Jingles?
This is the site of the worst summer massacre of all time.
Rita, I totally understand the tradition. Our friend Brooke here had it for real, and we're not in the mood for some ghost story.
We're all gonna die.
Wow. Okay, so ninth season?
Ninth season.
It's a ninth season of American
Number
Horror
9,
Story.
man.
Yeah, this show's been going on for a long time.
Let's think back all the way to season 1, Mikey.
And
we were young men.
We were young men, and now we're old women. You know what I'm saying?
We transitioned.
We're old women now.
We're coming out soon.
But no, man, I've loved it. You've loved it since the beginning, right? Like the first season. I mean, it was like, oh, what is this show, dude?
Dude, something new, a great little taste of horror, and it just came out of nowhere.
Babies in the basement in the opening theme. This is amazing, dude.
I was so in from those trailers.
So cool, man.
Yeah.
And I vividly remember watching the first episode and the first season and just loving it.
Every single episode.
Second season comes, third season comes, fourth season comes, so on and so forth. Now we're at 9.
Yeah.
And every season maybe isn't a winner.
No.
Right?
I said a couple weeks ago it's like mostly a miss, but you are correct when you said it's definitely half.
Yeah, I think
I'm with you.
I think more than not, it's better.
You said more than half. That's
yeah,
right,
I think Cult and Apocalypse are probably the worst.
They're so bad.
And then you don't love Hotel. I love Hotel.
Don't like Hotel.
Yeah, I like Freak Show. You love Freak
love Freak Show, yeah.
Coven, it was fine. There was good parts.
It was surprising because I watched it late.
Yeah. Oh, years
I watched
late.
it after season 7 came out.
Yeah, dude, I was busting your balls on
I know.
other podcasts, Hit Up So Fiends.
Ooh.
Click the link in the description if you guys want to check it out. It's where we talk about weird stuff like addiction and, movies.
Yeah, and
know.
other weird things too.
Yeah,
dude.
weird things, man.
You'll find out when you listen.
But this is the movie and show review podcast, and I was busting your balls like, dude, watch Coven, and you finally did.
Yeah.
So it's safe to say you've seen all the seasons.
We know for a fact, well, we believe each other most of the time, that we've seen every episode of AHS.
For sure.
Yeah.
Dude, fur like a cat, sure.
All 103 now.
And so after last season's debacle of a fucking season, holy shit, it was so bad.
Yeah, you get the glimmer of, oh, dude, that trailer looks sick. They might have some good ideas. I'm in.
The name, Apocalypse, like what? I'm like, yo,
You
dude,
see past characters kind of show up.
Yeah.
Go, oh, I'm in.
this is great.
And
This
then,
is it starts, and then immediately after it starts, just
it never came back up. You see where it's going?
Nope,
It never came back up, and that
Never
was
did.
Apocalypse. So
So people have lost faith. I get it.
totally.
Then you get I don't know if there's a show where there's more anticipation of what the next season's going to be about than American Horror Story.
Ooh, dude, that's a great point.
It might have the advantage because it is an anthology, so every season's
true.
different. So
That's
people
true.
are always like, oh,
Yeah.
what's the next season,
Yeah,
right?
and a loyal fan base.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But still, I think it's the most like anticipated and quote unquote rumored show ever.
Dude, remember when Roanoke came out and you're going, how are they going to tie it in?
Bro, and
What's
then
it
there
going
were
to
like
be?
leaked pictures
Yeah.
from the fucking set, like
Yeah.
before, and people are like, "Oh, it's a tree." Says fucking the crow, whatever the word was.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the tribe. Da da da.
Yeah.
So there's always a lot of hype and mystery around what it's going to be.
Right.
So this year you get the title, 1984,
Right off the bat.
and you're like, "Oh,
What's going on
This
here?
is great because it's going to be 80s. It's going to be a slasher at a summer camp. Awesome." But before we dive into the season, excuse me, I have a gay frog in my throat. You know what I'm saying?
What's his name?
American Horror Story, gay frog. You know what I'm saying? His name's Brian Murphy, not Ryan Murphy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, dude, that's the creator of the show.
All I'm saying is that I was worried that they were going to do one of the AHS bamboozles where it's, like Roanoke was that way, where you didn't know what it was going to be about.
Right.
Apocalypse was that way, where you didn't know what it was going to be about. So I was going, ooh, is this going to be a bamboozle?
Don't bamboozle
where it's
us
1984, summer camp, all the teasers are summer camp shit, and then when it drops, it's going to be some futuristic. No, 1984. What's the Orson? What's the
Orson Welles?
Is that the not the nights? Yeah. So it's it's going to be a futuristic society or whatever.
Imagine.
I thought it was going to bamboozle us.
Yeah.
And then finally, the first episode drops, and we're at Camp Redwood, where a massacre happened back in the 50s, and now we're in 1984, and it is the summer camp slasher 80s throwback that we wanted.
It's exactly the vibe that we were hoping for.
100%.
And no bamboozle happened, Mikey. Do you want us to give our classic, like we do for all our Fiends watch,
dude.
a real quick sentence about what you think of the season? And then
Oh
we'll
my
get
God,
into
dude,
it.
I forgot.
I know, man, and how dare you, because you always want to be like, hey, man.
All right, well, I went first for Dr. Sleep.
Oh, okay.
So you're going to go first for AHS.
Sure.
What did you think of the season?
AHS 1984?
1984.
Overall, I really liked it. Yeah.
Wow.
That's my one line.
I love it,
Then
dude.
we'll get into it. What about you?
I'm going to say I almost loved it.
Yes,
I almost
dude.
loved it.
Yes.
For what it was, bro, and maybe it's just because the last couple seasons have just been
That adds to it. 100%.
that I'm like, oh, I loved it.
Yeah.
Oh, I fucking loved it.
It was a fucking home run. For a season, it was a home run.
100%.
Yeah.
Compared to the last couple, it was a home run.
Dude, the first couple were foul balls. I mean, sorry, the last couple were foul balls.
They were whiffs, bro.
Yeah,
they
didn't even make
didn't
contact.
even make contact.
You're right, man.
All I'm saying is that compared to if you compare it to one, maybe you might be like, fine, but it's still in the upper echelon of American. This might be top 3 favorite seasons for me. I have to let it simmer, but you got season 1. Love. This might be better than Asylum to me.
Might be better than
because
2.
Asylum fell off, and I feel like this didn't fall off as much.
No, they did a great job of just going
it
straight
was
across
like
the whole time.
It could have been bumping a little bit, but it didn't. It didn't.
There was
drop
never like,
that.
dude, that episode last night. Every season, me and Mikey always text each other after an episode the next day and go, didn't like that episode last night.
And then
Didn't
it
have
gets
that problem
worse. And then
once
it
this
usually gets
season.
worse.
It
Yeah.
usually gets worse.
It
They
usually gets
never
worse.
come back.
Nope.
But this one was like, it was consistent.
Yep.
The vibe was the same. They stuck true to the slasher, even though there's some twists in there, which was cool.
Yeah.
But they stuck true to what we hoped from the trailers that just came on the screen and stayed there for 9 episodes.
It did. And we're not going to describe the entire plot because we're only going to, this is one episode, guys, on the entire season. So we can't go, we can't go through every plot point.
No.
But the overall story is that a massacre happened at Camp Redwood.
Yeah.
If you guys watched it, if you're watching this, you probably watched it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Happened there. Now it is 30 years later. And the woman who survived the massacre is reopening the camp, and we get a bunch of new counselors, and one's escaping Richard Ramirez, which was awesome how they intertwined a real-life serial killer into this show. And then you get Mr. Jingles, who was the one who perpetrated the massacre back in the 50s. Then the first, I don't know, 3 episodes maybe are just the slasher. It's
That's
one
it.
night of them trying to survive Mr. Jingles.
And we were convinced, or Mikey was, because he brought it up on our other show. We were talking about AHS and predictions about, I think it might just be one night.
And I said, how can they do that? I go, you cannot stretch a slasher story into 10 hours.
Yeah.
You just can't do it, right?
Right. We're going, well, are the kids going to show up? It's a camp.
Yep.
Are we going to get the kids? We love kids on the show. We promote kids.
We were definitely in a little kid mood the entire season of this show.
Yeah, because you're
We
going.
got a little taste of the kids, but it wasn't enough.
The little taste was just like, they're going to show up soon, right?
Yep.
Because this is a camp for kids.
Yes.
You got to show them at some point. And they actually did.
They did.
Yeah.
So first couple episodes were just the slasher story with a couple flashbacks of context to our characters.
Right.
Then after the 3rd or 4th one, it starts to go way in the past and then way into the future, and you get revealed that no, the chick who's trying to open the
With
camp,
a strong jaw. I always forget
which her name is Beth. No, it's not Beth. Beth is
Margaret Booth.
Margaret Booth, dude. And I was thinking of Brooke, which is Emma.
Yeah. Which I love, by the way.
She perpetrated the massacre back in the 50s. She blamed it on Mr. Jingles.
Yeah.
And Mr. Jingles has been locked away. And then the African-American psychologist is trying to study serial killers. And she's saying, which I thought was a cool aspect.
That was awesome.
Saying that almost like in Manhunter where they're trying to understand the science of serial killers and is it something evil or is it nurture? Is it something that they are not born with and that it affects them? Which is an amazing idea because I feel like we still don't know to this day.
No, and I don't think we ever will.
Yeah, it's
right
really
because
hard to
everyone's
know.
different. Like, how are you going to dissect each case? But what was really cool was that she pretended to be the nurse, which was cool. You saw a lot of little twists in this series. They just kept them coming.
100%.
What was cool about her is that she kept setting up scenarios for people to be trapped or in a weird situation so she can see how Mr. Jingles is going to react. That was a really awesome take on it.
Yeah,
having her study that was cool.
It was cool.
Set the things up.
That was and I don't remember exactly what episode it was, but it was towards the end of the typical slasher story, and that's when you learn that what's her name? Let me get to the main episode.
Yeah, I'm on
the hot chick. What's her name? The blonde girl. I love her.
Emma Roberts, this character?
No, the blonde girl.
Oh,
Michael.
dude, I love Billy Lord.
Montana
Duke.
Montana Duke, bro. But you get that. Oh shit, her brother was the one killed by Brooks' fiance when he went mad at the fucking wedding, which was a great fucking scene.
Dude, that was awesome.
You have Billy Idol playing in the background. Nice day for a white wedding.
Dude, amazing.
You get the thing that she actually hooked up with Richard Ramirez, and she was using him to get her revenge on people.
Right.
So she brought him to try to kill Brooke in the first place, then had him come up to the camp. So it's all these, dude, they swung for the fences.
Oh my God, dude.
With this season, they pulled no punches. They're like, nope, we're going to go crazy.
Yep.
We are going to go crazy with it. We're going to bring Richard Ramirez in here. Like, we're going to go fucking nuts.
Everything's going to have an explanation.
Yes.
And it's all going to make sense, but it's all fucking crazy.
It's crazy. Like it's really unbelievable.
Yeah.
When I mean unbelievable, I mean it's hard to believe. It's very, there's a fantasy element to this.
For sure. Oh, for sure.
Where sometimes American Horror Story doesn't go, like if you watch season 1, it's like kind of grounded.
Yeah,
Obviously
for
it's
sure.
a ghost story, and but it's pretty grounded. It's not, it's like.
It's all contained. It's right there for you.
Yeah, it's not so outlandish where it's like, oh, the girl's going to be manipulating the serial killer and he's going to come back and the devil's going to resurrect. They went nuts, but I loved it.
Oh, absolutely.
I loved it because it needed to do that.
Yeah, and it's like most of the characters had a turn that you didn't see. A lot of them did. Some didn't, but like a lot of like the main characters had some type of little something they throw in and go, oh, shit.
Yeah.
That's why they're there, or that's why they're doing this?
Yeah.
Awesome.
And so, okay, maybe I don't know if you were saying, but you bring up a good point. Every character kind of ends the series not what they were when they started. So they have an arc. See what I'm saying? That's a good point, man.
1,000%.
It's like you watch Emma Roberts at the beginning, and then at the end, totally different person.
The nurse.
Right?
The nurse becomes awesome.
Dude, there are so many arcs in this fucking thing. The black kid, right? You're like,
100%.
You're like, oh, he's a dick. He killed that frat pledge and da-da-da.
And then he ran
but
out.
then at the end, he's the one that doesn't want to kill people. That all these characters have these kind of arcs that Mr. Can we talk about Mr. Jingy Jangy for a little while, bro?
Dude, the actor's always great. Anything he does is amazing.
But I had a major problem in the first couple episodes when they first introduced the slasher. Okay. Because I said, okay, you're doing a 80s summer camp slasher.
Yeah.
We need a good killer. Like we need a iconic looking killer.
Yeah.
And he wasn't. He just had a hood up. He had regular glasses or whatever, blah, blah, blah. And I'm going,
the fucking keys
this is
jangling.
kind of weak, man.
Yeah,
like,
I know.
what? Like, I want deformed. I want someone in a cool mat. Like, I want something visually awesome. This wasn't.
No.
But you watch the rest of the season, you go, oh, okay, I know why they didn't do it. Because he is going to be a main part of the story for the rest of the time from his past and in the future, where he's just a normal guy.
He's a normal guy who got looped into this.
So that's why I understand now why it wasn't an amazingly looking, vicious slasher.
Yeah, of course, it would have been great to have a deformed
thing or someone with a cool, like just something iconic, right?
Yeah.
But I get why they didn't, because in reality he's not a slasher, and he's just a normal guy, and we need to see his past, and we need to be able to relate to him. So I let him off the hook.
Yeah, you let that go.
You let it go.
Yeah.
You let it go.
And the guys, John Carroll Lynch, I mean, he's been in everything from Zodiac to fucking every awesome. I mean, dude, Mr. Twisty,
and he played
did a great
Twisty
job.
the Clown.
I said Mr. Twisty, my
Twisty the Clown, man.
Come on, dude, look at that fucking face.
Yeah. Well, okay, there you go. I wanted something like Twisty the Clown.
There you go.
Right?
Okay,
See what I'm
I see
saying?
what
So
you're saying.
imagine if the guy's jaw, like something like that.
I know.
But now
I
you know why,
Now we
because
know
we
why.
have to see him as a dad and blah, blah, blah. So I love the way that they handled Mr. Jingles in this.
Yes.
Because that actor's so awesome, but he gets his piece at the end of the show.
Yeah.
Right?
And I teared up a little, dude.
Oh, dude, I loved it, dude. I kind of loved this season.
Dude, it was,
I'm telling you, man.
I know. And I said I really, really liked it. And I'm going, please, I hope he's going to say he loved it. Because I felt like maybe you would have liked it a little bit more than me.
Yeah.
And I'm sure we're pretty
Pretty close,
the same. But when you said that, I got so pumped that you were like, I think I might have loved it. I almost loved it.
Seriously, because
it's great.
if I'm thinking of like what I want to see on TV, what I want to see in a show, something that's contained, so it's done. So it's just one episode to episode 10, and that's it. No before, no after.
Right.
Go crazy. Go wild. Go outlandish, and make it colorful, make it violent, make it graphic, make it funny, and they did.
Oh, yeah.
So what I mean is, if you look deep into this, it might not be the best show. See what I'm saying?
For sure.
If you look past the surface level of all the things that are going on and plot holes and wait. So what are the rules though? Because if you die, like all these things.
What are the rules?
If you look at that, if you dissect it, is what I'm trying to say. It might not be the best, but that's what American Horror Story is.
Sure.
Each season's crazy. Each season, is fucking wild, and this season was no different.
And that's what I think we kind of wanted as fans, that we were waiting for them to go, hey guys, take a fucking shot. Take a shot, go nuts, and then each week you saw a little bit more and you're going, all right. I'm sure after each episode or after every time you watch an episode, I was waiting for the collapse. I was waiting for the collapse.
Show?
Yeah, 100%.
Oh my God, dude. It was like we were in a fucking earthquake, and I'm just going, when is this floor dropping, baby?
I go, there's 9 episodes. There's episode 4. The 5th one's probably going to be dog shit. And dude, they were all so consistent. So I just got to give it to them for finally taking the shot that we've wanted them to take since the show started to collapse. So it finally came through.
No, keep going. You go.
Hugo? I just was going to say, I was going to bring up music and just the awesome use of it this season.
Okay, there you go. There you go, man.
Oh my God.
But that goes to the thing of taking chances, because they've played so much music where you're kind of like, all right, this is too perfect, too generic. Like they show the wedding flashback and they're playing White Wedding, right?
I know.
There was another one, I think in the last episode or the last 2 episodes where a song started playing and I'm going, oh my God, like it's almost too 80s and too perfect. But since the show's so crazy, it works. Yeah. Is what I'm trying to say.
I think the best use, personally, my favorite is at the end. And I think we established it was episode 100.
Okay. Which was the craziest episode of the season, by the way.
It might have. It's probably one of my favorite of the 9. But
it was so nuts,
dude. When the Smiths come on, What Time Is Now, I believe is the name of the song. So shut your mouth, how can you
my God, dude.
Go about things the wrong way? And dude,
what scene? What scene?
Oh
is
my
it,
God, it's when the new Mr. Good Mr. Jingles. When
he drops his son off. Is that what you're saying?
Well, yeah, when he comes home and he finds his wife dead.
Oh yeah.
And then the baby's in the closet and he's like, I got to do this. I got to protect my son. And then you see Emma Roberts pop up at the fucking end and the nurse gets around. I'm going, dude, this ending of this episode was amazing.
So good, bro.
Loved it.
So awesome, and that's what I mean about like the music in it. Where they must have spent a lot of money getting the rights, because they, even at the end, what was the song they played in the last episode, the last scene, where he's waving to his family?
Oh yeah, oh my God, I feel
it was like so good and so perfect. Like, and I'm like, damn, they must have spent a lot of money on all these songs, because these are big songs.
Oh, dude, Billy Idol's not cheap. Ask Adam Sandler.
Yeah,
dude, they played White Wedding or Rebel Yell 1,000 times.
Yeah, dude.
It was just once.
No.
It was all the time. You saw fucking Richard Ramirez. He'd always like, here, ding, ding, ding.
Yes.
Boom, 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 boom. And you're like, yo, this is, I bet you more than half the budget was on the music.
So let's talk about Richard Ramirez, man. Because he is introduced first episode.
And I'm going, they connected it, and there's a reason why, and I know you said it before, and I'm glad you brought it up about how it was staged. They wanted Emma Roberts. There was
a
Montana
reason
wanted to get her
he
killed.
went after.
100%.
He went after
This
Brooke.
is too convenient. Too convenient. Oh, you get attacked randomly, and you're gonna go to the camp, but this guy still wants to go to the camp, and he shows up.
Well, because that's how either episode 1 or episode 2 ends.
Yeah.
Where Emma Roberts is running away from Mr. Jingles or whatever, and she looks up, and you see Richard Ramirez standing there in the woods, and you're like, and then the episode ends, and I go, okay, is this show gonna fall off a cliff? Because why the fuck in God's green earth would Richard Ramirez be up at that camp? It doesn't make sense whatsoever. It made me so nervous. I go, oh God, this is gonna get so crazy.
You're right. It was episode 2. I remember that same feeling, going, oh God,
why is he here?
3? What are they gonna do?
I'm like, why is he? Oh God, this is gonna be so stupid. And then they explain they were out of it, and I'm like, okay, awesome, man. But first of all, that fucking actor, bro. Let me find him.
Amazing job.
Yeah, Zach Villa, man.
What's really great about him, and Mikey, I always bring it up. I always bring it up, and I don't know if you make fun of me or if you just know it's my thing. I bring up actors' voices. Yeah. Because it's super important.
Yeah, it is. Oh, super important. He has a great
baritone when he wants to.
Yeah.
But it works, though, just because he can be menacing, even though, like, you put him up against Jingle, the guy who plays him, the actor's huge. So he's not like he's a big guy, but there's something really cool about his Satanism.
Yeah, there's a
the way
presence.
He talks.
There's a whole presence about him, and his voice only adds to that.
Right.
He sounds not exact, but pretty close to what Rich Ramirez sounded like.
I had to look some of it up, dude.
Bro.
You have to, dude.
Rich Ramirez's voice just is in my brain
All
forever.
the time.
I watched all the interviews, dude, and it's pretty close.
He used to be your idol.
Billy used to be my Billy idol.
Billy
you know
Idol
what I'm
was
saying?
his idol, but Richard Ramirez was your idol for a couple months.
Richard Ramirez is actually one of the worst serial
He's
killers.
really lame,
because
actually.
If you look up what he did, there was no like signature weapon where like, oh, Son of Sam always shoots people, right?
Yeah.
Oh, what's his name always? Ted Bundy cuts people's heads, or whatever. Yeah. Sorry, I meant Jeffrey Dahmer. He broke into people's houses in the middle of the night and killed them any which way he could. Sometimes he bashed their head in with a blunt object. Sometimes he shot them. Sometimes he stabbed them. They were 65-year-old women.
Yeah.
Like, he was one of the most cowardly serial killers ever.
Yeah.
Ever. And that's why I look at him and I just don't like some serial killers have a little bit of like, charisma to them, like some weird charisma to them where you're like, oh, okay, like
and it's
I'm
very
interested
intriguing.
in this person.
Yeah.
I don't like him, but I'm like interested in him. I always hated Richard Ramirez because when I read up on what he did, I'm like, that's so cowardly.
Yeah, I know.
Like it's the worst for someone just to be sleeping. Like the most vulnerable you can be in life is sleeping.
Yeah, dude, you're basically a fucking
dead.
You're in a coma.
Yeah, like there's no other position. Maybe having sex, but like still, you're still alert. You know what I'm saying?
Still alert. You're at least your eyes are fucking
taking
open.
a shit. That might be another
That's pretty
vulnerable one, but
vulnerable.
at least you're open. Yeah, at least you're awake.
Yeah.
But when
You
you're sleeping
cowardly.
and you see some guy bust in and you just look up and he's over you, just ready to meet the devil. You know,
love Satan.
you're done.
Yeah.
It's just so cowardly.
And he never comes up when you say serial killers. He rarely comes up in my head.
100%.
There's 5 people ahead of him every single time.
No
They're like,
question.
oh yeah, Richard Ramirez.
No
my
question.
mom's 65, dude. All right.
Yep.
Imagine that, dude.
Exactly.
Sandy, I
Like
love you, but you're not going to put up a fight against that. It's cowardly.
Yeah, it's fucking cowardly.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to say, fuck Richard Ramirez.
Yeah, whatever. Fuck him. Yeah, but this guy did a great job playing him.
Oh my God,
And they
so
played up
good.
on him so much about him being such a dick and everyone at the camp hating him. And then, dude, it was so awesome. I know we're jumping around, which is fine.
Guys, we're jumping around, man.
Dude, I loved the whole. If you die at Camp Redwood,
Awesome.
which by the way, Mr. Jingle's little brother, I'm like, oh, you would have saw him way before the final episode if he's just around in 30 years.
No, man. Remember, Jingles was hiding.
Hiding his brother.
Remember?
Yeah.
No, remember when you're saying that Mr. Jingles would have saw his brother
Right.
before?
Way before.
Yeah, no, remember they said Mr. Jingles was
Protecting.
they had not seen him in 30 years.
Yeah,
he
but
was
what-
hiding.
But what about the little boy? Because his brother died there.
I know.
So what I'm saying is he didn't see him at all once.
No, because I feel like Mr. Jingles was hiding. Hasn't been out in 30 years.
I'm even saying when
Sorry,
Mr.
maybe I'm
when
confused
Mr.
with what you're
Jingles
saying.
is working at the camp, he doesn't see his little.
Oh, you're saying before he dies?
Yeah.
Oh,
You're going.
Good point. I didn't think about that.
Now, what they should have done in the show, it's the one thing I did think about when the ended, because I
Okay.
see the little kid, I go,
Yeah.
oh, it would have been cool if there was this one shot of Mr. Jingles out and like he's cleaning, he's cleaning up and he looks out and he,
Yep.
and you see the,
And then
because you
he's
don't
gone,
know,
like,
because you're
yeah.
gonna go, oh, is it in his mind? And you find out later it's the ghost. But it was fine. I
Good
forgave
point.
it. You forgave.
Yeah, I didn't
the
think of
jingle.
it. Yeah.
You forgave the look of him. I forgave the. I'll throw the little brother out to the side.
And that's what I say about like the rules
Yeah.
in some of these shows and some of these seasons where it's hard, where you're like, oh, okay, so you get killed. Then, okay, you're a ghost at this camp. So wait, do you still go to the bathroom?
I know.
They say they can still have sex
They
or
still
they're
bang, they
kissing.
still
They still
feel.
bang.
Yeah.
Yeah, so when they get shot in the head, do they feel pain? Because they seem pretty okay when
go
they,
ahead, shoot me in the head.
with Jingle's son. Yeah, I'm like,
It's like
so
they know they're gonna come right back.
but you forgive these things
sure.
because the show's so crazy and has so much going on that
Yeah.
you're like, all right, whatever, man. I'm not taking it too seriously. The best way to enjoy this season is to not take it too seriously.
100%.
Season 1, you can watch it and take it seriously.
Yeah,
because there's
because-
deep themes in it. There's really loss and sorrow
Oh, yeah.
and redemption and all these things in season 1. That's why I think season 1 is and always will be the best.
It's number 1 for sure.
But this one, you can't take it too serious. You know what I'm saying?
Guys, it's in the past. There's ghosts.
There's ghosts, there's slashers, there's fucking evil, crazy, twisted Christian ladies. Like, there's just a lot of weird
There's
things
a lot
going on. Yeah.
What I was gonna
Yeah.
say though is awesome about the ghosts coming back.
Yeah.
Was that when they have their rule or they have their set hours to make sure when Richard Ramirez comes back, they take shifts
Well, bro.
to make him feel pain and then kill
Amazing.
him, and they just keep constantly rotating. I go,
Yes.
that's such a cool way to explain, oh, you don't want to kill Richard Ramirez at the camp.
Yep.
They go, we're looking forward to it, motherfucker.
and
that was cool.
Dude, that was fucking awesome, but that was when I thought, I'm like, because he already died, right? Richard Ramirez already died before that, and the devil
Brought him back.
brings him back. So again, with these rules where you're just like, all right, man, I'm just not going to think about it, whatever.
Yeah.
So then when they kill him, I'm going, they're making a big deal out of this, but the
know.
devil's just going to bring him back. And then, because when the devil brought him back, he can leave. He
That's
left
true. That's
the camp
true. Yeah.
with Mr. Jingles.
Mr. Jingles actually died there too.
Yeah. No, he wasn't a ghost yet, remember?
He wasn't a ghost yet, but didn't he get brought back by the devil when Richard Ramirez had him do it? That's when they started running together. Pretty sure Mr. Jingles died in like the 5th or 6th episode.
No, because...
Yeah, he brought him back. And
No.
He's like, that's why you're going to pay your
No,
debt
he
to the
dies
devil.
later, but I'm saying when they first go on the run and stuff, Mr. Jingles isn't dead.
I thought he got killed before that. The devil,
And
that's
then he
why
goes and has a son after?
Yeah. Because when
No.
he died, dude, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty
no,
sure.
I don't think so, dude.
Well, because here's the thing,
thought he
right?
was just
Well, why
like-
did he say he was in debt to the devil? Why did Richard Ramirez say Mr. Jingles was in debt to the devil?
I thought that was after he died.
After he
And
really
came back.
died in real life?
Like, and came back.
Nah, that was before, because they were running together. He's like, you will pay for your da-da-da. He's like,
I can't remember.
We'll
I
have to
know
find
what you're
out.
talking
It's
about.
fine. You know what I'm trying to
It's
say,
when they
right?
get in the fight and then Jingles...
Pretty sure he was killed. Pretty
was
sure
killed?
stabbed to death. And then
Okay.
got brought back. And then that's when the two of
But
them
then-
were roomies together for fucking 4 years.
No, I
and
remember all
stuff.
that part,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
I
yeah.
thought Mr. Jingles wasn't dead. I thought, wow.
He just got stabbed?
Yeah,
Yeah?
I didn't think he died because then he goes on and has a kid, right, and does all this shit.
Yeah, you can still have a kid. Rules.
No, but
They weren't
okay, no, but I'm
established, I
saying
know.
like I
All
don't
right,
know.
we'll-
I'm
we'll-
just
after the episode,
Sorry,
we'll look it up.
guys. Yeah,
Nah, it's all good.
Guys, we're doing this after the finale, so we're
we
talking.
never talked about any of the episodes really together.
Exactly,
Yeah.
and they all mesh and you forget stuff.
Yeah,
so we're
oh.
talking like 6 weeks ago. This shit happened, so I don't remember. But
No problem.
Yeah, it's a good point. Regardless, they go on that run together and
Yeah.
they're killing people, blah blah blah. But then Jingles always has this like, you know, devil and angel on his shoulder,
Yeah.
kind of pulling him which way
Yep.
because earlier he found out like, hey, wait, he knew he didn't kill those people, but his brain got so fucked
Yeah.
up in the psychiatric hospital.
Yep.
That he's like, oh wait, maybe I did. Maybe I am a monster,
know.
right? So he's been all fucked up, but he always had this conscience to him. And then when he turns in Richard Ramirez, like turns in him
Yeah.
with the paper and talking to, dude, that scene was so awesome. I wanted them to get him and beat the shit out of him
know.
so bad. Even though it's a show and I know these are actors or whatever,
Yeah.
but I still looked at like, oh, that's Richard. I want
Yeah.
this to happen to Richard Ramirez. I want him
sure.
to get beat to a pulp by all these fucking neighborhood people.
It was so cool to see
awesome.
the neighborhood, just everyone going after him.
Awesome, dude. Pitchfork and
It's
torch people.
It's
You know
a
what I'm
great
saying?
way
It's
to
like
get
that.
out of it because you're like,
Yeah.
hey, he's fucked. He's going to jail. I'm out. I'm Mr. Jingles. I'm gonna go live my life. I'm gonna go bang and have a kid.
And work at Blockbuster.
Yeah, dude.
You know what I'm
It's like
saying?
I wish they just said it, but they couldn't.
No,
But it was-
what do they call it?
was cool.
Video Palace?
Video Palace.
Video
dude.
Palace? Yeah,
It was
yeah.
Blockbuster. We all know the look, dude. We all
Yeah.
know the rectangle fucking logo.
And I
Come
guess
on,
he
dude.
came up with the term "Be Kind, Rewind."
Yeah, we had to thank him for that,
He
man.
came up with that term, guys. It's official now. He
Yeah,
said it.
Thank Mr. Jingle.
Yeah, yeah.
Which I don't know his real name, but who cares? Like
no.
in the show.
Yeah, no,
Whatever.
I don't know. But it
butter
was
or some
cool
shit.
how he went and married the prostitute and had a kid and
hot
he, you
prostitute,
know,
by the
yep,
way.
very hot. Well, older, but definitely hot.
Yeah,
Definitely
hold
hot
on.
prostitute.
Ah, we know
But-
why she was hooking and
We
why
know
they
why
were
she-
paying.
Well, okay, right, we're paying because we don't know what happened to her prior
That's
to
a
that.
good point. That's a good point.
But anyway, yeah, I love the Jingle storyline, man. Then
Oh
the
my
kid.
God.
But let's talk about the main kids who go to the camp,
Yeah.
especially in the earlier episodes.
Sure.
Very 80s. So we didn't even talk
Oh.
about the whole 80s time period of this season. You know
Dude,
what I'm saying?
it's so 80s.
It's so 80s, but a big negative that I think with this season is that it looks 80s, but it doesn't feel 80s.
I know what you mean.
So you watch Stranger Things, you're like, oh, I'm watching these kids in the 80s.
Yeah.
You watch season 1, you're like, oh my God, Stranger Things, like this is in the
Yeah.
80s. This is way too glamorized and way too like fake looking that it looks like a show in the 80s, you know?
kind of like it.
Kind of like it, yeah, 100%.
It doesn't, that's
it's
the-
not as glamorized is what I'm trying to
Totally,
say.
but in
same,
comparison to-
same thing of where
Yeah.
it doesn't feel like it's in the
Yeah,
80s.
you know it's the 80s, but you're going, I don't get that same feeling I get from Stranger Things, which again is a show
Yeah.
and there's 10 hours of it. We get it. But you're going, I feel
But there's a
fucking
show in 10 hours of
80s.
this.
Oh, yeah. That's a good point.
I just mean this is too much. Like where
yeah.
it's too much.
Yeah.
It's all the headbands and all the
Yeah.
things, and it's just too much. Where Stranger Things is subtle because life is subtle. Life isn't
For sure.
everybody's wearing these knee high fucking sweat socks or whatever, and like that's not life. So if there's one drawback, it's that they went a little too neon, quote unquote,
Right.
80s, right?
And you know, my friend Carol, she lives in California now.
Carol!
Dude, looks a lot like Billy Lord, who's Montana. And I
Okay.
sent her a picture. I go, dude, this looks exactly like you. She goes, you think she's attractive? I
Wait,
go,
who's Carol, dude?
just a friend. She used to work with me at a job in Norwalk, LA, a long time ago.
Okay. She looks like her?
Dude.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then she goes, you think she's attractive? I go, are you
Of course
really?
she's attractive.
Are you really asking me that fucking question right now? Dude,
Yeah.
I've always liked her in the season, but
Loved
there's something
her.
about her in this season, dude.
Yeah, it was great.
That just, she was always, leading the class, but always looking good in the
Yeah,
mini skirts.
dude,
And
man.
dude,
Yeah, bro. Yeah,
I'm hot
dude.
for Billy Lord. That's all I
Yeah,
want
no,
to say.
you love the aerobics class because they're all the gay dudes dancing.
There's so
you know
many
what I'm saying?
guy butts, man.
Yeah, so many. I was
Oh.
like, Ryan Murphy loves filming that shit.
But also, Mikey, remember what we said? We say every season, we go, I wonder how much, not there's anything wrong with it, but how much gay are they going to throw in? And they really didn't have that much
No,
this season.
it wasn't.
Not that
at all.
made it better or worse, but I go, wow,
No.
they finally pulled back. Because there's a lot of seasons where it's over the top.
Well, dude, last season, they showed a literal butt fucking scene. I don't know any other way to say it. That's it. It's what
Yeah.
they show.
A literal butt fucking scene. And it really
But again, guys, I'm watching Sons of Anarchy, just a side note, and I'm on season 7, and there's a butt fucking scene.
Oh, yeah.
In like episode, and they go and they kill all the 3 pastors or whatever.
Yeah.
And there's a butt fucking scene. So what I mean is, hey man, maybe FX just likes, you know what I mean? They like the butt fucking.
It's called the
you know?
Ryan Murphy influence.
That's it, man.
Yeah, he
That's
goes,
it.
Oh, just throw a little in there.
But no, yeah, this season because the 80s are pretty gay to begin with. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, I just mean it's very
I
gay
was
aerobics
expecting
and the
so
music.
much gay.
I know,
Yeah.
and there wasn't. And listen, we're both gay, so we're not trying to be homophobic or anything here.
This
we're just saying
asshole.
that.
I did not come out yet, you fucking
Oh shit,
idiot.
guys, beep beep, back it up, beep.
You're cutting that. I know you're gonna cut it. I'm being serious about it.
Billy Idol, yeah.
Billy Idol. Let's get back to it.
Idol,
Billy Idol.
Billy Idol.
No one sings Rebel Yell if they're not a
God.
rebel.
So
We were talking about the main kids, though.
I was just saying the
Yeah,
main
yeah,
kids
yeah.
and the casting and who they
Yeah.
were. I was just saying you have the guy. What's his name? Michael Lord? No, not Michael Lord. Sorry.
He was from Versace.
Yeah, you know his name, dude.
He's probably gay in real life, right?
Oh no, I think he is gay.
I think he has
I think
to be.
he is gay. I think
Remember,
I
we
got
established that.
that
most white guys on AHS, except for Evan
I thought you were
Peters.
just saying that like most white guys in general are gay. Okay,
most white
yeah,
guys are probably gay.
Cody Fern. Sorry,
Oh.
Cody Fern.
Great actor, though.
Great actor,
Great
man.
actor. He
And-
nailed that 80s, like,
Yeah, and he-
jock, but kind of weird. But
so because you watch, sorry, I don't want to
No,
interrupt
no,
you,
go
but you
ahead.
watch Versace and he plays a gay person,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And he seems pretty gay, and then you watch Apocalypse,
Yeah.
and he's Michael, and
Yeah.
he's pretty gay Antichrist. You know what I'm saying?
No, super gay. But it worked for his
But
character.
in this one, I think he's gay in real life, whether
Yeah.
he is or not. He's still
he is
kind
too.
of flamboyant a little
Yeah.
bit. But in this one, he didn't come across as that.
No.
I was scared when they said in the first episode that he was straight because he's
Yeah,
like,
and
oh,
he's
that's
like,
my
oh,
ex. Like,
like-
we banged one time
Yeah,
or
yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
And I'm going, oh, wait, he's supposed to be straight? How's he
Yeah.
going to pull this off? And he pulls it off.
He pulls it off.
He's just like me, like how I pull it off. You know what I'm trying to say?
You try.
It's the same thing. Well, sometimes you catch me. You know what I'm saying?
I-
Sometimes I'm like, so what's up, dude?
Yeah, remember that one time like your
What's
leg
up,
would
man?
go up and you would say like, "Hey," and I was like, "What are you?" I was like, "Oh, okay. I mean, I'm getting used to it, but we're getting
My
old now,
leg
dude."
would go up, dude.
Hey, I'm just
That's
like, "Okay,
great.
man. Here." Anyway, but yeah, he does that, and then they did the gay porn thing, but they threw it away because it
away.
was just like, I was gonna be a real actor again.
Yeah.
I just go, "Oh, it's a straight guy. He got roped into some shit."
That's it. Just like me when I was in Hollywood, guys. Same thing.
And he did a great
times.
job, though. He always does. He's a really good
I
fucking
like
actor.
him. And then you have the black kid, which I thought did a great job.
Yeah.
Then you have the swimmer kid.
The swimmer
who was
kid.
probably like the least featured out of them, I guess
Yeah.
you say. He disappears for like 4 episodes. You know what I'm
he
saying?
wanted revenge so bad on the
Not
main
making you
chick.
limp. Oh, sorry.
The main chick. The blonde chick. The one who actually orchestrated everything. He wanted revenge on her so bad. We're talking about the same guy, right? Wait, Swimmer. Wait, who's Swimmer? He's the guy. He's the guy who's like kind of like a little
Yeah,
diesel.
the swimmer dude,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Maybe like he was caught looking at the big guy's dick in the shower.
Yeah, I think
That's
so.
him.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is he got killed by the main blonde chick.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Margaret.
And he
she
was always
killed
the one
him.
who's like,
Okay, yeah.
I don't give a fuck. Do you
Yeah.
know what it's like to
Yeah.
be underwater and every cell in your body is screaming for
Yep,
air
yep,
and you
yep.
just can't get it?
Yep.
I'm going, oh yeah, dude, drowning really probably
Yep.
sucks. He wanted revenge on her so bad because
Yep.
he actually was the one that like got killed by her.
Exactly. Even
Yeah.
though she did bye's
Bye.
gonna be
Not hot.
very
Oh my
hot,
god, dude. No, it's never hot.
What, dude?
It's never hot.
Anyway,
YouTube compresses
Thought
everything.
he did a pretty good job. And then you have, well, we also are a podcast, guys. So don't forget, if you don't have eyes, you can listen to us on
Yeah,
the
but
podcast
you remember
app.
what you
I'm
always
just
say,
saying.
and I'm kind of with you now. You go, yeah, but fuck. Go
but
fuck Apple
dude. Fuck iTunes. No, we still got a lot of downloads on. I check them. We
We're
still got
joking.
a lot of.
We love you, listeners.
I listen more than I watch, guys, because I don't like looking at my past his face.
Yeah, we're the worst.
Then you have the main girl, which I thought Emma Roberts did a great job.
By the way, I love her.
She's great, dude. She's so beautiful.
I love her.
Like, she's so beautiful.
When she got done up at the end, and
That's
she's
what I'm
in like the
talking
black,
about.
and she's like this
Bro,
leather jacket. I'm
I'm going, yo,
Emma
she
Roberts.
should be in every movie ever because she looks so
And
good
I go,
right now.
I get why Evan Peters is in here. Because they split.
Well, okay, hold on, dude. It looked like Evan Peters in the last episode when one of the counselors that they have to watch Ramirez, there's a circle, and one of the counselors is wearing like this 33 shirt that I never saw him before. And I go, is that Evan Peters? Did he make a quick cameo just in the last episode?
Ooh,
it was in like 2 scenes, and I couldn't fucking tell because it's
pull that
not.
scene up.
Oh, dude, I still don't know.
And we still, guys, we love Evan Peters.
I love
him
Evan
in
Peters. He's
every
the
season
heart
that he's
of
in.
American Horror Story,
yeah,
man.
dude, he's been there from the beginning. And it was just like a shame to not see him in this one. But I think they really did split. And I'm sure that had a lot to do with him. But I'm not going to fucking do this show, dude.
Well,
but
and-
she was great. I
yeah,
love
and you
her.
get Dylan McDermott comes back.
Dude, that was a cool
And
little addition.
And I want to ask you about Dylan McDermott. I don't know if I was looking at something during one of the episodes. Do they explain who he is?
Nope.
They
Not
don't, right?
once. They don't
okay,
explain.
They don't.
He's
Okay.
just a fan of serial killers.
That's what I'm saying.
And that's
Okay,
it. Yeah,
okay.
I thought, man, I would go, are they going to make him based on someone?
I didn't know if he was going to be like the brother of the porn guy that got killed. Like, I didn't know if there was going to be some connection of why he was,
He just wanted to rise up and get more than, I can tack on my numbers. Like, he's always talking about how much he wanted to be a serial killer. And that was a cool little, you love Dylan McDermott when he pops on, man.
I love how serial killers were so featured, like just the idea of serial killers were so featured in this season because the 70s and 80s were the time for serial killers. They were when serial killers got popular. In the 90s, they fade out. 2000s, they fade out. Now it's mass shooters, right? You know what I'm saying? Serial killers were so big in the 70s and the 80s, and that's why I love how they focus. It's not just like, we're going to have a slasher. Nope. We're going to have like 4 different serial killers in this season.
Right.
I loved it. I thought that was such a cool aspect.
Yeah, and a lot of you are lucky that I wasn't around in the 70s because I would have 100% been one.
He's a sociopath,
Dude,
guys.
you
That's what they turn into.
You could have got away with everything, and most people did.
Except for the people that we
got
know
caught.
and the people we know, because the ones who got away, we don't know.
That's a good point.
But
I would have done it. I'm just saying. I would have tried it.
Yeah, but I loved. Now I fucking forgot. Oh, sorry. No, I love the mythology of Jingles. How the kids go to the camp dressed up as Jingles. They made those masks, dude. Those were so cool.
Dude, I go, oh
bro.
my god, that looks like I want one.
I know. Those were so fucking awesome, bro.
And that poor fat kid, dude. I felt so bad when he got killed.
I just saw him. Sean Liang. I saw him on the thing. Sean Liang. Yeah.
He felt so bad. And then,
guys, wait up.
Yeah, hold on a second. He's getting the jingly keys and shit like that. And then he comes back.
I thought Jingles doesn't kill him at first, though.
No.
Or you think he's not going to kill him? Remember, because he's talking.
Yeah.
No, Jingles doesn't kill him.
No,
at
he
first.
walks past him. But
That's what I'm
isn't it
saying.
Richard Ramirez who kills him?
Yeah, Richard Ramirez kills him. Sorry. Yeah.
So Mr. Jingles, again, there's a glimmer of hope before we even knew his true story.
Yes.
Because he respected the guy who looked dressed up like him, and he walked past him.
Yep. This was it was kind of a mix of a lot of different seasons of American Horror Story, right? You have Ghosts, the things coming up that we've seen in Murder House and Roanoke, and you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's true.
There's just different aspects. Then you have the devil side that we've seen in Apocalypse and Roanoke too. Like it's different things blended together, which I kind of liked.
And I'm kind of glad Sarah Paulson wasn't there because
who was she gonna play? Margaret?
I mean, she could have pulled that off, but I like
that would have been
the
psychiatrist, maybe.
Oh yeah,
you know what I'm saying? She could have played the psychiatrist. Yeah,
but enough. It's enough because you know what? When you're in a, actually, it was after when she was added that things kind of started to go a little downhill, Mikey.
Sarah Paulson?
Yeah,
she was in the first season.
Yeah, but not really heavily though.
I know.
Oh yeah,
heavily.
I did say heavily, stupidly. Yeah. But you're right though. You're right.
She was in like 1 or 2
heavy.
episodes. Oh yeah, season 2. Yep.
3. Okay.
See, I don't know. She's the heart of her and Evan Peters are like the, and also what's her name?
Which one?
Come on, the hot gilf.
Dude, they couldn't have thrown her in here at all.
What's her name, dude?
It's something wild. I always forget her name. Love her.
It's,
Jessica Slang. Jessica Yang.
Jessica Lang.
Jessica Lang. Jessica Slang like an idiot.
Wow. Oh yeah, dude. Yeah,
her.
season 1's just the best. But
and I'd still bang her.
But yeah, they brought back Margaret was in the season or 2 prior. There was a lot of returning cast in this, which I thought was cool. And then a lot of newcomers.
You were upset Billy, what's his name, wasn't in it though, because you
Billy
love
who?
him. He's the gay guy who played the straight guy in last season.
The gay guy who played the straight guy.
Just Billy on the street. My sister loves him. You know what I'm talking about? You know the gay guy? Remember him and Evan Peters were like the text?
Bro, I hate.
That's why I said
Dude,
that.
he was the voice of what's his name in Lion King,
Oh,
Timon
that's
or
right,
whatever.
that's right.
Dude, fuck
Yeah.
him.
Maybe-
I don't want to talk. I'm loud and I'm gay and I'm loud and I'm gay and I'm loud and I'm gay.
Do you know who this is? It's Reese Witherspoon. He's like on the street and
the
shit.
gay part I don't care about. It's the loud, annoying part. I just don't like it. Billie Eilish.
I always forget. Yeah, Billy. Remember when he played the straight guy? It just didn't work.
That was last season.
I know. That's what I'm saying. It was just didn't work.
Oh, dude, she's so hot.
It just was so fake.
So
it's
bad,
like you
man.
trying to play straight. It just doesn't work.
Dude, it doesn't work, man. I'm always in the middle.
That's true. Both sides. Bye. All right, let's get back to the
I
show.
don't know how. All right, you want to go through the ratings of the episodes to see if we agree?
Ooh, dude, good idea.
All right, let's do it. So the ratings.
Episode ratings, man.
Yeah, I honestly put faith in episode ratings on IMDb.
Absolutely.
Because let's just take, we're going to go down the list of the episodes for this season and see what the people thought. What did they think?
Absolutely.
Did the people like them or did they hate them?
Are they us or are they not us?
Exactly, because I do put stock in these ratings.
100%, and I like to rate them myself. In IMDb. Why not?
I go down the list. Like I said, I'm rewatching Sons, and I go every season. I go, okay, what? And then I'll see like 8.0, and that's like one of the lower rated episodes of Sons. Yeah. Like, oh, so this one's not going to be that good, you know? But maybe it's great.
True.
I'm just saying I do like looking at the ratings.
Yeah, it's like RRT.
That's it. So the first episode has an 8.1.
Camp Redwood.
Camp Redwood has an 8.1. So then you get episode 2, 7.8, which is close to the last.
Right.
Second to last.
I don't know if
favorite rated episodes.
I
don't know if I agree with that too, because I kind of
I thought it was strong.
Lump all the first couple episodes into that slasher category, and I was actually thoroughly entertained during that whole slasher storyline of people at a camp, they're getting chased by Jingles. What's going on? Right?
They kept revealing more, even though it was mostly the same night. You kept going back and seeing things unfold. You're like, oh, dude, this is good. It was really well done. The first 3 episodes for sure.
It was, no question.
It sucked you in.
It sucked you in, man, and it had all the cliches of a slasher, right?
Yes,
it just had all the
100%.
cliches, yeah.
Yeah.
And side note, dude, in the last episode, what classic shot did they recreate, Mikey?
Hit me with it.
Bro, what's one of the
classic?
biggest slashers of all time, dude?
Halloween.
Friday the 13th.
What was the scene?
Boat, remember? She's on the boat. And fucking, I forgot who comes out. Is it, what's her name that comes out of the water?
Who?
Remember, comes out of water and
someone
rips.
comes out. I don't know what chick it is. It's a chick, though.
It's a chick,
definitely
right?
a chick.
Yeah, she's all fucked up.
Yeah.
It's literally the exact shot of the last scene in Friday the 13th, part 1.
Where a young, mentally challenged Jason came out of the water.
Comes out of the water and rips her right down into the water. Yeah. And it was literally the exact same shot.
Awesome.
Which I love. It's like they're not pulling any punches. They're not trying to hide what they're doing. They're taking all the best parts and features of these slasher movies that happened. Right. Let's set it at a camp because Crystal Lake. Yeah, cool. We're going to set it at a camp. But they're like, no, this is what we're doing. We're stealing all this shit and we're just kind of updating it, but we're putting it back in the 80s with some new ideas. I loved it.
Let me ask you, was Uncle Perry homage paid?
Uncle Perry homage?
Yeah.
I'm so confused. What do you mean, Uncle
that's
Perry?
our uncle. Uncle Perry homage. Was he paid in this season?
Yes.
Yeah, super hard.
Yeah, who's Perry though? I don't know why we're saying
my
Perry.
first name.
Oh, okay. I'm going shit, dude. Shit, dude. I thought you were gonna say was Uncle Homage paid? You know what I'm saying?
I just threw a first name in.
It's
Sounds
fine,
like
dude.
That was his name. He's been around
Homage
forever.
was paid, dude.
A lot.
Homage was paid a lot.
A lot.
He's a rich man.
Oh, just from the show alone.
And then you have the third episode, 8.3. So
Flashdance.
as we're going down, that's the highest one so far.
Not
which
bad.
Fine, it's all in there. Then
again, you rope them together. I'm with you on that.
Number 4, True Killers, 8.4.
Now that was the battle.
Yep.
Between Mr. Jingles.
Yep.
And Ramirez.
That was the
battle.
That was the battle. And that was when you first get the plot twist that Montana had met Ramirez prior in the cool, hot gay aerobics class.
Yeah, super gay.
And the dude was talking shit, and Ramirez cut him up and hung him in the fucking corner.
That was a fucking awesome
And then
scene,
they
dude.
banged. You know what I'm saying?
Blood everywhere.
100%.
And also, dude, Jingles won that first battle.
Oh,
he impaled the shit out of him. I'm going, oh, he's done. Oh, but wait,
Satan,
bring me back.
You must pay Satan
I
homage.
think that's how 4 ended, was with him coming off the spike. And you're like, oh, shit.
We're still going.
He's immortal.
He's immortal.
Guys, if you follow Satan, which we're going to in a couple days, you're immortal.
Yeah.
I'm
how
in.
Do you think the families of Ramirez's victims felt?
Dude, I thought about that around like episode 4. I'm going,
because they're glorifying Ramirez in this one, 100%.
So if you're sitting there and you've never gotten over it and you're like, my poor aunt or my sister, my mom.
Let's say you love American Horror Story, right? Like your grandma got killed, whatever. Maybe you're like a 20-year-old kid and your grandma was killed by Ramirez or whatever, right? And you love American Horror Story, but you nothing about Richard Ramirez.
Oh, they're never going to tackle that.
Yeah,
because why are they going to bring him in?
Yeah,
here?
No, they're never going to. They use made up. I get in Hotel, they had all the.
Yeah.
They did have the Ramirez in Hotel.
That's right.
Did he play Ramirez in Hotel?
Ooh, I don't know.
Ooh, dude, let's see, man, because that's a great
Are you
episode
going to
of
his IMDb
Hotel.
or to the episode? What are you doing?
I was going to go because I know it's called Devil's Night.
All right, you do that. I'll just check out
Episode
his IMDb
4, let's see who
That'd be
played
kinda
Richard
cool.
Ramirez,
That'd be
man.
kind of cool, dude.
Let's see. You have John Wayne Gacy, was played by the man who played
Yup.
Jingles.
Of course, he was a great Gacy.
No.
Different?
I know who played Richard Ramirez, dude. Anthony Ruvivar. You know him, dude. This
Look
guy.
him up.
This
got
guy,
him?
bro.
Stop
Come on.
the press,
And he
dude.
plays Ramirez with the glasses.
He
Come
actually
on,
wasn't that
man.
bad of a job looking like him.
No, he was
Yeah.
great. But this is Ramirez. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no. This is totally him.
But yeah, imagine that, and then you're just like, oh, fuck, man, 1984, great, and then they just glorify your grandmother's killer. Like,
no. What do you do? Like, do you write into FX? Nothing's gonna happen. Or
No,
like,
you're just
yeah.
pissed. It just sucks, man.
Yeah, it does.
It's like 0.0000001 of the population that were affected by Richard Ramirez. You know what I'm saying? So what? You can't change the. I don't know. It's tough.
You want to talk about changing things for a select few? That's our culture today.
That's
Continue.
cancel culture,
Dude.
man. Yeah.
But yeah, no. 4 was a cool one, dude. That was cool. You saw things unfold. You saw that he's not really the killer, and you saw verses. I love when there's a nice battle, dude.
Yeah.
So they were both great killers.
Of course. What was the next one?
Red Dawn.
Red Dawn, which
8.0.
obviously is a reference to the 80s movie.
Come on.
Red Dawn.
Come on,
You know what I'm
dude.
saying?
Red Dawn, and yeah, this is actually when you see them start to go on their run together. He brings them back. They go, and now they're together, living the devil's life.
Yeah, and then also at the camp, this is the one where everything ends at the camp. So the kids finally come
love
on the
kids.
school bus, but they never get off the bus.
They never get off because
which is
you
the
see
story of my life. I'm always trying to get those kids off the bus, and
Yeah.
they never seem to get off the
That's
bus.
when the driver goes, no.
Even though I bring candy.
They go, he's
I
a
say,
red
guys, I
dot."
got candy.
They go, he's a red dot on the map.
He's a red
Hold
dot.
on a
No,
second.
got to turn away from him.
Well, Halloween will allow it once a year.
So, and then, oh shit, our girl's gonna get framed for everything.
Poor, hot, beautiful Emma Roberts.
Jesus, man, that sucked because she killed Montana. Just fucking slice, you know?
I mean, she kind of, Montana
oh, she
deserved
deed it. Oh, she definitely deed it, dude.
Montana deed it to the 10th.
Definitely, but I don't know why that has an 8.0 because I love that.
Oh, dude, that's a really good episode, man.
And then you have what I think was one of the best episodes,
Absolutely.
episode 100.
It was so
That
fucking good.
literally jumps to all these different timelines and shows all our characters in the past and the future, what's going on at the camp now, like what's her name's on death row.
Yeah.
Emma Roberts is on death row.
Ramirez is talking to her, but I think it's the best ending to the episode
It is.
of the
It
entire
is.
series.
And that's the actual picture of the ending right there.
Fuck.
Right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude. Well, it cuts
That's
to
it.
Emma Roberts waking up, but that's
No,
all-
of the
that-
scene you're
yeah,
talking
yeah,
about.
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
saying that's
Yeah.
the...
When they do the Smith
Come
song.
on, dude. Stop being a weirdo.
When they do the
Jesus
Smith
Christ.
song, dude. That's what I'm saying. It's a great song. We love it.
Yeah, but a lot of it is, what's her name? The actress is Leslie something,
Oh,
but
who's
it's
the
Margaret
blonde?
Booth.
Margaret Booth. Oh, it's a lot about her.
She made a lot of skittles.
Oh,
you know
so
what I'm
much
saying?
skittle, dude.
And she's trying to buy up all this macabre real estate.
That was awesome.
Of where, murder stuff happened
Yeah.
and cults and Spawn Ranch, and you actually get a shot of Spawn Ranch real quick. Like, she's trying to buy all this up and do these events where people love, true crime spots.
Oh, dude, they
You know what
love
I'm saying?
murder spots. You're
If I
always
could
gonna get
drive a
people to flock.
mile away to go see Jeffrey Dahmer's house,
I'm in.
I would go.
Sure.
It's not because I like Jeffrey Dahmer or whatever. It's such a fucking interesting idea to go to the spot where all this madness and tragedy happened, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
this especially in the 80s when obviously, guys, there's no internet. So it's like, oh, you have to go see it. We can see pictures of shit.
Of course.
We're kind of spoiled that way. But back then, it's like, oh, I'm going. I'm making the trek.
Yes.
Road trip to a murder house.
Road trip.
Let's do it.
So I actually really liked episode 100.
I can't believe they got an 8.0.
I know, it seems to be one of the lower rated ones.
Motherfuckers,
Then
man.
you have The Lady in White, which is 8.6, which might be the highest rated of all seasons.
Looks like,
except
oh, no.
for the last.
Ooh,
Yep, sorry.
Yeah. But
I thought it was fine,
It was
right?
okay. It wasn't better than episode 100.
That's what I'm saying, dude.
Fuck these people, man.
Dude, and that's when we learn about what the episode starts with Twisty, not Twisty. Mr. Jingles
and
his brother at the camp, and then his brother got hit by a boat and chopped up, which could have been a reference to what movie? Do you know? I know you're not like the biggest fan of this movie, but you know it.
Oh, I definitely know it. What is it?
Sleepaway Camp.
Oh, dude.
in the beginning, dude.
Chopped up kid.
Chopped up. Well, gets hit by a boat. You don't know if it gets chopped up or whatever, but it's the dad. But it's a boat at a camp or at a lake hitting, a human being and killing them.
Well,
so
that's
it's kind of a
homage,
reference.
But also, Mr. Jingle going off to watch two counselors having sex.
Is a reference to Halloween.
Oh,
dude,
that
I fucking
was
love
weird.
that. Don't
Okay,
ever
get
touch
away
me
from me,
again.
dude. Your hand's kind of warm.
Yeah, you're
All
gay.
right. We both established we both were, dude.
And
Anyway,
so we're
it was
learning
okay.
we're
It was
learning
all
more about the ghosts and stuff, and it was fine. But I was blown away that it was rated higher.
I know,
than
dude.
episode 100.
I'm giving 100 a 10 right now just to kind of boost the
Thank
score
you,
a
dude.
little bit,
Boost
dude.
it,
Because
bro.
honestly, I think that was my favorite episode.
Yeah,
I think it was.
I
Anyway.
agree.
All
Well,
right.
yeah, the first review. Oh no, the first review for Lady in White is best episode yet.
Okay, and
By
that's
far the best episode of the season for me. Don't want to say it's because of Lily Robb, but if the shoe fits, this episode just seemed better directed, written, and acted than its predecessors. Dialogue between the characters was meaningful and actually had strong emotions attached to it. This episode was more serious in tone, as well as which a big plus for me, as I want to be able to believe what's happening on screen, no matter how bizarre it is. Lily Robb really showed off her talent this episode, and the emotional / realness behind it was something I think this season has been lacking.
all right.
That's the exact voice of the person who wrote
And
that.
that
I'm
was
just
a
throwing
guy.
it out there, man.
That was not a girl who
Of
did
course.
that review.
What?
Yeah. And the way he said it, like, we would never type something like that.
No.
Because we're not going to get
We're
into
awesome.
it. Yeah,
Yeah.
we're cool. But, and again, and her, there's something that always kind of pisses me off about her. The lady in white, the chick who plays her.
I thought she did a good job. But
she does a good
if-
job.
Yeah,
There's always
no,
something I'm like,
I know, I feel
next,
I know, next, dude, I feel you.
You couldn't hire someone else?
She's AHS alum. That's why that's just the only reason why they put her in there, you know? Yeah.
They loved her in Coven.
And speaking of casting, which I thought might have been the worst, weirdest casting of this entire season.
Ooh,
it's a small part.
Okay.
And he is AHS alum. You know what I'm talking about?
The short guy? Short gay guy?
Yes.
Oh, we the plan
But
fell
dude,
through.
his hair?
Dude.
What?
Come
Yo,
on.
it was just so weird to see him pop up. I don't know. It just felt really out of
I
place
liked
for
him
me.
way more in Roanoke.
He made sense in Roanoke.
Yeah, oh, he's a
Have you
sidekick.
ever heard of...
Oh, gay for pay?
There you go. You always say that line. It's the only reason why I know that line is because you say it every time I see you.
Every time I walk in, what's up?
Every time you walk in.
Did
No,
you try it yet?
You do the voice. Yeah.
Gay for pay. That's a
So-
good Halloween costume. Anyway.
Then you have the final two, and the episode 8 is called Rest in Pieces. First of all, great name. Just
Awesome
saying.
name. 7.7.
And this
though.
this is the lowest rated episode of the series, and I don't know why. I liked it.
Look, man, they're setting up for the final battle.
Everything was
The
building up, and I watched this not week to week. I stopped with I think 3 episodes left.
Okay.
And so I watched 7, 8, and 9 back to back.
Oh, awesome.
So I didn't have to wait any time, right?
Awesome.
It kind of worked for me. It
was kinda
because
funny.
the episode ended, and then I just started the last one. See what I'm saying?
That's perfect,
I didn't
though.
have to wait a week to watch it. So
And you know what's funny? Sister Jen did the exact same thing you did today, and she has to. She always gets scared. She watched all 3 of them at 10 a.m. this morning.
oh my God, the
because she's
sun's got to be out. I'm
she-
Sister Jen. I
she
need the
gets-
sun out.
She gets scared.
That's fine. At least she watches it.
Yeah, at least she watches it. Anyway, but yeah.
One of the user reviews, I'm just going to read it really
For
quick.
Rest in Pieces?
Yeah.
Okay.
Terrible. Worse than terrible. Dire. The acting was pathetic throughout this season. Acting, directing, writing were pathetic. Even John Carroll Lynch and Dylan McDermott couldn't save this tripe. After the last 2 seasons, only useful for deleting, they were so awful. I hope this maybe AHS might probably, this person doesn't want to type, return to something resembling the excellence of Murder House. I was so wrong. Perhaps Murphy and Falek have run out of ideas. Perhaps they should sack the writers. They should definitely get the best actors back. Bates, Lang, Peters, along with Lynch and McDermott are all so good that they elevate even the worst crap into something watchable. And let's face it, AHS has gone to crap.
Okay, that person, again, it's a guy. I hope you guys understand it's a guy who wrote that. Number 2, 99% of people that leave any reviews, I'm convinced, since our podcast, YouTube, all these things, are social justice warriors.
100%.
And number 3, that person loved Apocalypse.
Oh my God,
person
dude. And
said,
they thought
"Best season
Colt
ever."
was the second best season ever.
Yeah, so I can't fucking take that shit, dude. And it's like, it's not, everyone's entitled to their opinion, but I don't agree with anything they said.
No.
Because the acting was good. And Ryan Murphy, obviously, they did a good job for the whole season in whole.
For sure.
Yeah.
But my whole beef with someone like that is that this episode didn't stand out as bad, right? So what I'm saying
100%.
is it's like, why would you single out this episode
Right, what about
out
it?
of all the other ones, right? What about this
Right.
one was so bad or so different than the other. Like, no episode in this entire season stood out as bad. Some stood out as good.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But no one episode was like, oh, that was bad.
And we've had that in many seasons before.
A lot.
Not this season.
Usually you only get the ones that stand out as good.
100%.
Where, like, you're like, oh my God, Jesus Christ. Like, maybe
100%.
episode 6 was good, but the rest stunk.
I'd say pretty comparable to Roanoke.
Comparable.
Where you're going, okay, every episode, nothing stood out as bad.
There you go.
But
exactly.
to say that this was the worst, but the reasons he gave, it's just like, it was definitely he, by the way.
I love how you said he. That's so funny, yeah.
I wish he gave like something concrete, like, oh, there wasn't enough slashing, or there's nothing
That was
concrete.
almost like a season review.
Yeah.
There was nothing about the actual episode.
Why are you saying it on that episode? And
doing?
that's not fair to an episode. That's like grading a podcast, Mikey. An entire podcast that's been out for 5 years on one episode.
Exactly. Or an entire podcast that's been out for like 8 months on one episode.
On one episode. Anyway,
I'll
move past it.
Last episode, amazing title.
Great title.
Final Girl.
Yeah.
Awesome, man. I loved it.
It was a great fucking episode.
I loved the episode.
I was so in.
I thought it was so good.
I didn't want it to end.
All the storylines rounded out amazingly. I thought the last scene was perfect, heartwarming. Like you said a little while ago.
A little teary-eyed.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Teary-eyed, dude. Because look, not to get on like an emotional level.
Why, dude? Why are you so not in touch with your fingers? You can't get on an emotional level.
Say it.
Okay,
Get it. Mike, you'll say it. If I'm in that scenario and that's my pops who actually did pass a couple years back, and I'm going, and that's all I thought. And Jen said the same thing. It was just like, I got a little emotional at the end. I go, oh yeah, even if my dad's a ghost, I don't care if he's like, you got to run. I'm getting that last hug in, Mikey. You got to get that last hug. So I was just like, and the music was pumping. It got me, dude.
Yeah, what song was it? Fuck, man. It was such a good song.
We're such assholes. And it worked so well. And it was so like a great send-off. And it didn't end stupid. And you're like, that's lame. I'm going, guys, season fucking 9.
Yeah.
That's when I finally go,
For sure.
9 episodes, 9th season.
Yep.
Dude, I love this fucking season.
Thank you.
Fuck it. I love it.
But let's just talk about how it wrapped up.
Sorry.
No. I'm saying let's just bang the thing of how it wrapped up. So you get Jingle's son, who comes back to the fucking camp in 2019.
30 years later.
With a smartphone. And Montana's like, well, that's a phone, dude. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
You know?
Can I keep it? He's like,
yeah. He's like, no. Well, I love how he said no, because I was like, if he says yes, that's the weirdest thing in the world.
No.
So he goes back because he wants to find what happened to his dad. He doesn't even know his dad died yet. He just vanished.
Yeah.
And you go back and you see, we didn't even talk about the guy with the big cock, dude. He was great. I loved him this season.
He was the best like side character.
Yeah,
who just
he was
kind of came in
so funny, man.
You were on his side about everything.
Yeah.
He hated Margaret.
Yep. And when he's dying and trying to get back, man, I'm like, get back, dude.
That's the only rule that was really established, dude.
You gotta fucking do. And then so they kill Margaret.
Yeah, which that didn't make sense either.
Yeah, well, now you know why, because she did become a ghost, because that's the only way that they can show the characters messing up and letting her become a ghost. Because if they were smart, they would have just fucking killed her and thrown her over the line and let her die over the line.
They go, well, your brain could last 30 seconds. I go, yeah, but you're about to destroy in a fucking shredder.
Well, and also I'm going, well, you're doing the shredder right there, but you're throwing her body parts in first, and her head and her brain are her torso is still on the camp.
100%.
So it just didn't make sense. No. But now you know why it did, because they needed her to be a ghost.
She had to be there.
Exactly.
Yeah, she had
but
to
it was
there.
still an awesome
cool
dismembering of a villain. It was like, how is she gonna die? She's the worst. Oh, that's how she's gonna die. Just fucking arm, dude. It was brutal. The show's bloody.
Yeah, they did a really good job.
But it's in a way where it's not disturbing.
No, it's fine.
It's comical, right? It's almost like comical.
Yeah, it's fine. You can laugh at it and be like, oh, it's kind of fucked up, but
it doesn't disturb you.
No,
right? You watch some violence like in these real serious horror movies, and you're like, it disturbs you. This, you're like, oh, this is funny. Like they do it in a campy way.
Yes.
Pun intended.
We love it.
So she's going through the wood chipper, and she's gonna be a ghost in there. Great. And Bobby is the son.
Yeah.
And all the ghosts get there. They explain it to him, and they shoot Montana in the head. Oh, hey, I'm waking up. Hey, how you doing? I'm here. Ramirez. Oh no, we fucking doomed, because Ramirez is trying to kill Bobby, right?
Yeah.
Which I thought was pretty cool.
I'm after his son in Alaska. Wherever,
and what? Do it.
Satan.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Thanks, man.
And yeah, man, and you get them literally watching over Ramirez, and they don't establish how often he wakes up.
Right.
I'm assuming it's once a day.
Yeah.
Right?
But then, again, that's where things kind of fall
what
apart,
are
right?
the rules?
Because we don't know the rules. You get shot in the head, you come right back 5 seconds later.
Yeah.
But you stab him to death, and you got to take turns and wait for him to come back, so you don't know.
But all of them were humans who died on the camp. He was a resurrected person who died on the camp. Like the devil, you know what I'm saying? So maybe when the devil's reincarnating you,
something's different.
It's a little bit different.
Yeah, there's a little bit of spice in them.
But it was a cool how they're like, oh, we kept coming up with new ways to kill him.
Dude, if
and
you're
they
there
just
for
show
eternity,
every character, one with a chainsaw, one with a fucking, whatever. Like so many different awesome ways that if you are a victim of Richard Ramirez and he affected your life and killed your grandmother, it actually gives you some satisfaction watching him just getting tortured every day for the rest of eternity.
Maybe that's it. Maybe the person that did write in, the FX wrote back to go, just wait to the finale.
Well, it's like Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Spoiler alert! Spoiler alert! Turn this off if you spoiler alert! All the victims of Charles Manson and his gang, they get to see them get what they fucking deserve and just get fucking the shit beat out of them and stabbed and fucking beaten. So it's the same kind of idea of the justice that society wants to impose on these vicious people.
Yeah.
So I thought it was pretty cool.
That was pretty cool, man.
And then, man. And then the, Ramirez does escape, and then they keep killing him, blah, blah, blah. And then he goes, oh, Margaret's back. Oh, blah, blah, blah. And runs into the sun. And then Jingles comes. And who kills Margaret?
Jingles.
Jingles kills him?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Sorry.
Like,
Margaret comes in. Sorry. Yeah, you're right.
I'll never let anything happen to you.
You're right.
He's like, you gotta go, and that's when he comes in for that awesome hug.
Awesome
and also
hug, dude.
AHS alum, great role for him.
For who?
The guy, his son, Bobby.
Oh my god, dude, you talking
great.
Danny, dude? Or no, it's not Danny. It's Denny. What from Freak Show?
Yeah, no, Freak Show.
Oh, dude, it's like Denny. It's like
I think it's Denny.
Oh, he was a twisted fuck back then.
That's why it was cool to see. I'm like, oh, cool. They didn't just have a no name. They go, let's get an AHS person
alum,
in there.
dude. They always do that. You gotta sign yearbooks, you know.
You got to, dude. And you come in and. Jingles, dude, full turn. All the people at the camp initially loved killing.
They love, and that was one thing that I couldn't get over.
That they got over that?
No,
or that they loved the
that's
killing?
one thing I couldn't get over is that all of a sudden they're all brutal killers.
Because you're dead now, you're like, I'm just gonna fucking kill him. I know what you mean.
It just didn't strike me as Emma Roberts. You see her kind of transition to where she got framed, got put on death row, and then she finally gets out. Now she wants to kill Margaret, and she could kill that reporter because she's been so twisted and her brain's been mangled into this. So that makes sense of why she would want to kill people.
That's true.
But not Montana and the other. Like, come on, dude.
That's a good point.
What are we doing here? But it's fine because then they do stop killing them. It's fine.
Yeah. They had a little, again, everyone had a turn. Everyone had the turn.
So one thing I wanted to say was I forgot what episode it was, maybe mid-season, they talk about, and we got to figure out a way to break this curse so we can get the fuck out of here. Oh, yeah. And they never do. They never. It's just like, oh, they're going to be at the camp forever, right?
Yeah.
They never break the curse. Okay, so that was one thing that just wasn't addressed.
Yeah, no explanation of how or why. Yep. Yeah, that's a good point. Who was the first person to die?
No, I don't need all that. I'm talking about break it.
Oh, actually,
what I'm saying is they mention it. If they didn't mention, oh, we got to figure out a way to break this curse and get out of here, then I wouldn't be, as a spectator, waiting for, okay, how they're going to resolve this.
Good point.
Don't mention it if you're not going to resolve it at the end, because then we just learn that they wind up staying there. Okay, they're just going to stay there forever. You know, so I don't know. That was maybe they just forgot because there's a lot of shit going on.
Yeah,
maybe the writers were just like, oh yeah, shit, man. How are we going to do this? Fuck it. We're going to have a heartwarming ending, so no one's going to care.
Great, one of the best heartwarming scenes.
And then Bobby finally leaves the camp, like knowing that his dad is at peace with his grandma and his uncle, even though he's a little boy, you know what I'm saying? But then he loves little boys, you know what I mean? And the fucking camera goes up on Camp Redwood, and it's over.
Season 9.
And then it says AHS 1984, and honestly, my first reaction, I go like this. I think I clapped 4 times. I swear to God.
For 1984.
Yeah, for 1984. Right when the thing popped up, I go, you know what? Good season.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Good
season.
They killed it.
Good season.
It was one of the better. It's definitely in the top. I'm with you. Ooh, God, it might be in
Could
the top
be
3.
top 3.
Definitely top half, obviously.
Yeah, we got to look at all the seasons, but God, man. I might want to watch this next year is what I'm trying to say.
Did I like it more than Roanoke?
I know. It's
because Roanoke did a good job.
Very different.
Yeah.
Very different seasons, Michael.
Who is that? Because he sounds familiar.
Very different seasons.
I thought you were going to go towards Feldman.
Nicolas Cage.
Oh, okay. All right.
That was Nicolas. It wasn't, but now it is.
That's not so bad, dude. I haven't heard you do that.
There's this kid in my class who does it.
And he does it pretty good?
Yeah, he does it great. Okay. Pretty good.
Bring him on.
Won't. But yeah, man, 1984, bravo to you.
Yeah,
Golf
guys,
clap for you. 100%.
Ryan Murphy,
Yep.
if you were here, I'd have Mikey kiss you.
And I don't know why Kathy Bates didn't play the cook, because Kathy Bates should have played the cook. You know what I'm saying?
Dude, I would have loved to seen her, dude.
But maybe she was just too busy with her fucking career.
yeah,
you know?
she has so many other things going on all
so
the
many
time.
things, so busy.
She plays the guy, the bomber's mom in that new movie
Bomber's
coming out.
mom in Richard Jewell.
Yeah.
That's the name of the movie. It looks good. Anyway.
Yeah, sure.
Guys, 1984.
We're going to give it a score.
Dude,
For the
I was
series.
just going to say it, but you rhymed it, so I'm going to take it like that, man.
We're going to give it a score.
So, guys, 1984, we hope we didn't miss anything. If we did miss anything, comment below, and then take that comment and go fuck yourself, because we covered a lot.
And we'll delete it.
100% not. We don't care.
No. Put it whatever you want. Just nothing racial.
Just stop, guys.
Yeah.
Please.
Enough's enough.
No.
Like, I don't get
wait,
it.
and hold on. Before we do that, I
Yeah.
need to say right now, dude, the
84?
name of the African-American character is Ray. I'm just throwing it out there, man.
Good point.
Played by D-Ron Horton.
He
I'm
was
just
the one
throwing it
who
out
said there was a
man.
curse.
Yep, and he had the weirdest 80s
They always
haircut.
put that thing in the back of
thing in
of black
coming
guy's
out.
hair.
Yeah.
Bobby Brown used to rock that.
Yep, but notice how we didn't say the names of a lot of white characters, but we said the name
Fuck
of the
him.
black
We love
characters.
Ray. Dude, he did a good job.
Dude, he was awesome.
His
And he
turn
got
was great.
And he took the cherry from
That's right.
Emma Brooke. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
right, Emma.
Even though he was dead and she wasn't at that time.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
He was
yeah,
a
that's
ghost at
true.
that time, I'm telling you.
Ghost cherry. So does
Ghost-
it count? Hey, girls out there, if you got banged by a ghost, does
Ghost
it count?
dick. Did it count? Does it hurt?
Yeah, and does it break your hymen?
Hyman. Like T.I. took his daughter. Just saying, man.
Let's not even go there.
Weird. Yeah, I know, because
So
we'll get
weird.
pretty bad.
We'll
All
get
right.
into 2DHF.
All right, man. Yeah, 100%. Scores, man. So.
Okay, I'm going to give you a score.
You're going to give a score for the entire season.
The entire season, Mikey.
All right, man. Hit me, dude.
The entire season, I'm going to give it an 8.8.
Wow. That's pretty high, dude.
It's a high season rating because that's a high number for any season.
I'm going to give this season a solid 8.7.
Okay.
I'm going to go one under you, dude.
You go under,
That's what I'm
I'm
doing,
on
man.
top.
But if you said 8.6, maybe I would have said 8.7. You know what I'm saying? I don't
who
know, dude.
knows?
We flip it.
But
But
they're
anyway,
general,
we
they're
both
good scores.
loved it.
It's like a B+.
For sure. For
great.
sure. They had a lot going on, a lot of memorable scenes.
100%, dude.
That's the last thing I'll say is that when I watch AHS from every season, there's a bunch of scenes that stand out, right? Apocalypse didn't have that.
Nope.
Cult didn't
Zero.
have that. Every other season of this show had memorable moments and memorable parts.
Yeah.
This included in that. And I really was impressed with this season. They went for it. They said, this is what we're doing. They pulled no punches and they delivered it to us. And hey, man, that's what I want. That's what he wants. And that's what he got.
We got, Mikey.
I'm
Partners
just
in life,
throwing it,
partners
dude.
in American Horror Story.
That's what we do, man. So budget, man. Budget and box office. You know, how much box office is going to make monies? Cashes. Yes.
Dollars bills, y'all.
Dollars.
I'm gonna say the budget for the season, they probably do a good like $5 million.
Okay, I was gonna say
Yeah.
5 mil. I was gonna go maybe 5
45
million.
mil, it's not bad.
Yeah. No, maybe. I don't know. Who
Box
knows?
office though. That's a
Box
tough one.
office, dude. How many people went to the movies to see this? That's the question. You know,
90 mil.
90 mil.
Double
That's a good guess.
Double the budget.
It's a good guess.
They spend 5, they make 10. It's a rule.
That's
of,
it, man. Just like
economics.
it's 1984.
Yeah.
That's it.
Oh, dude, inflation.
Wow, guys. We hope you watched it and loved it. If you
Yeah.
watched it and hated it, I'm sorry.
Then whatever.
Go
that's fine.
rewatch season 1. What the fuck you want me to tell you?
Because it's so good.
So good.
It's the best.
Thanks for stopping by the watch one more time.
As always. Yeah.
Yeah. Next time, we're going to be back with something fucking masterful. Hopefully.